Okay, welcome to Pittsfield High School on the campus here of in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. We're on the air for Varsity Basketball, Channel 15, Rutland Region Community Television. And tonight's ball game features the Pittsfield High Generals hosting the Rutland High Red Raiders. The Red Raiders, coached by Sid Thompson, coming into tonight's ball game at 4-3 overall, and going up against the Bay Staters here tonight. Non-league encounter. And the Raiders coming off their the last ball game against the Fairhaven Slaters with a rather convincing win, controlling the boards and pretty much having things their own way over at Fairhaven, and to go up with a record of 4-3. The Raiders on the road twice this week, here tonight in Pittsfield, and then they'll be back down south again on Friday night against the Brattleboro Colonels. The Raiders starting lineup being introduced on the sidelines, and then the Pittsfield Generals here. Mark Carboneau on do the play-by-play tonight. Brian Mayhew on the camera here for your public access station, and it's high school basketball once again. We'll take a short break and be right back. Okay, back here at Pittsfield High School in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, the game between the Red Raiders of Rutland High and the Generals from Pittsfield. Just about ready to go here. It's Red Raiders going with Jeff Sin, Stuart St. Peter, and Luke Barron, Jimmy and Agnes. And we'll set the general lineup as we get into play here. St. Peter will be jumping center. Mike Severson also in the lineup for the Raiders. The tip is controlled by the Raiders, and it's Barrett now. Brings it into the forecourt, gives it to Sin. Jeff drives, loses the handle. The Raiders will control, though, underneath the basket there. This is Severson, gets it into Sin. Jeff looks out to Barron. Barron drives, now to Sin. Sin into St. Peter. Stewart with the jumpers, good. The Raiders on the board first, 2-0 now. Rutland High on top of the Pittsfield Generals here from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. This is number 10 for the Generals. That's Tora, and he puts it up and in. Back the other way, Severson for the Raiders now. Has it stolen away there by number 14. And we got whistles here. Now he's carrying the ball. Actually, it was number 24 for, that's Levy for Pittsfield. So the Raiders will inbound it with Severson now, throwing it into Barron. Barron brings it up, bounce pass to Agnes underneath, and Jimmy Spall going up with the shot. And that'll send Jim and Agnes to the line for the Raiders. Raiders seem to have the advantage as far as the height is concerned here against the Generals tonight. Jimmy and Agnes at the line, and it's two shots. First one by Agnes is good. Second shot by Agnes is up and no good. The ball bounces around, picked up by Barron. He bounced. Oh, he wanted to get it back inside to Agnes. It's knocked out of bounds. So the Raiders will inbound it here with 15:07 here in Massachusetts high school basketball. It's they play two halves. So this is Agnes going up with the shot, and now they're going to get 3 seconds call against the Raiders. Somebody in the lane there a little bit too long, so that'll turn the ball back over. Yeah, this is Brashera. And the Generals now, number 10, that's Tora. Over to Connor. Connor with the ball now. Connor against Sin. Gets it to Levy. Levy now brings it outside. Wants to drive on Barron. Takes it in the lane and off the lip of the rim there. The rebound, St. Peter for the Raiders. Ahead to now into Barron. Severson now. Back to Severson and to Sin. Off the rim there. 3-point land. No good. Rebound taken by Tora. He brings it down for the Generals. Number 33 underneath there for Pittsfield. Puts it up. That was Riley. The shot's no good. And the Raiders control. Severson to Stuart St. Peter from outside. St. Peter now puts the Raiders up. 5-2. Rutland on top of Pittsfield here. This is Riley. Gets it inside. Now bounce pass back outside. Anagnos ahead to Sin. Jeff drives, puts it up, and it's no good off the rim. Rebound taken down the other way. Here comes Pittsfield now, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. So it'll be a general ball out of bounds. And the shot is up and in. Shot is good by Bashara, so it's 5-4 now. The Raiders with 13:34 left in the first half of play. This is Severson from outside. Shot is off the rim, no good. And it's taken down by Basher. Brings it up now, and he wanted to go inside. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Raider ball. Yeah, in high school ball here in Mass, they play 2 halves instead of the 4 quarters, so it sounded a little strange at first. There's a steal, and the basket's good by Tora of Pittsfield. Long pass down the other end. This is Barron ahead to St. Peter. A little jumper in the lane. The shot's good. Stuart St. Peter, and it's 7-6 Raiders. Coming back the other way now. Connor against Sin. Connor drives into the lane, lays it up and in. Nice move there by Connor for Pittsfield, and it's 8-7. The Generals back on top here. This is Severson ahead to Sin now. Jeff drives in and puts up the one-hander off the rim. No good. The rebound taken down by Basher, and he drives, and he's going to be fouled by Barron going in there. That'll send Basher up to the line here for Pittsfield. The Generals on top, 8-7 here. Now the Generals will inbound. My mistake here. There's a shot from outside. It's off the rim. No good. The rebound and off the rim again. And the possession arrow points to Pittsfield. So they'll inbound it here with 12:30 left in the first half. Generals up 8-7. This is Riley now. It gets it out to Levy. Levy now back to Riley. Riley outside. Back to Tora now. Tora out 10. Drives the lane and he dishes outside. Basket by Connor is good. It's 10-7 Pittsfield. We got a charge going in there against St. Peter, the Raiders. And so with 11:59, the Raiders will turn it over on the infraction down there. Generals on top here, 10-7. And Levy got the ball coming in there, but we got a foul here. It's going to go against the At any rate, the Generals will inbound it here with 11:52 left. Pittsfield up 10-7. There's Bashara now. He gets it outside to Levy. Back to Bashara. Now this is Connor. Levy, Bashara. Levy now. Pittsfield tossing it outside here, looking for something. They want to set it up. Okay, now they go to Connor. Connor back to Levy. He drives back to Connor. Connor drives baseline. Puts up the shot, no good. The rebound to Nagnus. And they're going to get Jimmy for steps going the other way here. 10-7, Pittsfield on top of the Rutland High Red Raiders tonight here from Pittsfield, Mass. It's varsity basketball action. Okay, Pittsfield inbounded here. This is, oh, the pass is stolen away by Sin. And Jeff drives, puts up the one-hander, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it back up off the glass and in. Jeff Sin working hard off the board, and it's 10-9 now. Pittsfield up here with 11:07 left in the first half of play. This is Connor out front. He goes to Levy now. Levy guarded by Barron for the Raiders. Levy drives into the lane, up one-hander off the glass, and it's 12-9 Generals. This is Barron for the Raiders. It's knocked out of bounds. The Raiders will control here. First half of play from Pittsfield, Mass. It's the Raiders and the Generals tonight. 10:46 left. This is Barron to Severson now. Severson, and he wants to go back outside to Barron into Nagnus. Puts it off the glass, up and in. Nagnus with the bucket. And it's 12-11 now. The Raiders down by one here. This is Connor. Brings it up for the Generals now. Drives into the lane. And he dishes. It's pretty play. He dishes it to Blanchard into the ball game for the Generals now. And it's 14-11. This is Barron ahead to Nagnus. Nagnus puts it up and in. The Raiders are back by one here. 14-13 with 10:09 left. First half of play here. This is Connor now. He gets it to Basher. He drives, stolen away, and there's going to be a, we're going to have a foul called against Pittsfield, I believe. Well, they're going to take a timeout, so we'll take one, and we'll be right back. Okay, back here at Pittsfield, Massachusetts, on the campus of Pittsfield High School tonight, where it's the Rutland High Red Raiders find themselves down by 1 point here, 14-13, with 9:59 left in the first half. Takes a little bit to get used to this. I like it because it's like college football or college basketball, Brian. They play two halves. I like that idea down here in Massachusetts. This is Sen. He gets it into Nagnus and to Severson now. Severson drives and he loses the handle. It's controlled by the Generals here. Tora brings it down and he drives to the foul line, now dishes it back outside to Levy. Levy gets it down the corner to Bashara. He lets it go, and it's good. Three-pointer by Bashara, and it's 17-13, and the Raiders call a timeout. And we'll be right back. Okay, back we are here at Pittsfield High, and the Red Raiders will inbound it here with Brent Bliss. And we've got a few subs in here for the Raiders. We've got Bliss. Let's see, Penny, and also Ben Anderson. There's a steal, and a shot goes up, and it comes back down to Raiders control. This is Penny now for the Raiders. Brings it in, gives it to Sin. Jeff here from the jumper, off the glass, a little bit too hard, and it's controlled down the other end by the Generals now. This is Tora, brings it up, stops in the lane, puts up the one-hander, it's good. Full court press here by the Generals of Pittsfield against the Raiders. This goes back to Penny now. Penny with the ball, goes inside to Anderson, bounce pass to Sin. Sin puts up the shot from outside, no good, the fadeaway jumper. Anderson controls for the Raiders, and the basket's good by Anderson. And Ben is fouled on the play, so he'll go to the foul line here with 8:49 left in the first half. 19-15. The Raiders find themselves 4 down with Anderson on the foul line. And Anderson's shot is up and in. So Anderson completes the 3-point play for the Raiders. And it's 19-16 now. The Generals on top with 8:42 left in the first half of play. There's a shot by Bashra from outside. Another 3-pointer. But they're not afraid to shoot the threes down here. This is Penny now for the Raiders. 22-16. The Raiders down by 4 here. This is their 6th. Down the other end, they lose the control. It's Bashra driving into the lane, and the basket's good, and he's fouled. Just like that, it's 24-16 Pittsfield. And Bashira's going to go to the foul line here on top of that. Raiders going with Barron, Penny, Anagnos, Anderson, and Sin in there. Bashira gets the foul shot. That's also good, and it's 25-16. So he completes a 3-point play for the Generals, and the Raiders will inbound it. Pittsfield going with a full court press here. Now they have one man back. This is Barron now, dribbles into the forecourt, and then a lane to Anagnos, and he puts it off the glass and in. Jimmy Anagnos with the basket for the Raiders, and it's 25-18 now. Yeah, this is Tora now. Gets it down in the corner there to Levy. Levy drives into the lane, pushes it back out. Now they go inside the lane. That's 23. That's Blanchard with the shot. It's good. 27-18 now. Generals on top of the Raiders here. Anagnos ahead to Barron. Barron drives into the lane and to Penny. Penny. And no basket. They're going to get the Raiders for 3 seconds. End of the game now comes Berquist and Severson now back in for the Raiders. So it's Sin, Severson, Barron, Berquist, and Anagnos. This is Levy for Pittsfield now. He gets it into Ladley. Ladley now outside. Tries to go inside, taken away by Barron. Ahead to... they tried to go ahead, and then it was picked off by Pittsfield. They bring it back into the forecourt here. This is Tora from outside. Drives into the lane, gives it to Ladley. He drives into the lane, puts it up off the glass. No good. The rebound, Sin. And they got Jeff Sin for traveling. So with 7:10 left, they got Jeff Sin for traveling, so they're going to give the ball back to Pittsfield here with 7:10 left. There's Ladley from outside. He puts it up. It's off the rim. Rebound, Barron. And they got a foul there on Blanchard for Pittsfield, so that'll give the Raiders the ball out of bounds here with 7:05 left. First half of play, 27-18. The Raiders down. Severson into Barron. Luke Barron brings it up for the Raiders into Berquist now. And the ball is slapped away and it's picked up. This is Blanchard going in and puts the ball back up. Blanchard off the glass. And the Generals open up a 29-18 lead against the Raiders. Severson drives in, puts up the one-hander. It's good. Mike Severson with the shot and the bucket. 29-20 now. The Raiders down by 9 here with 6:33 left, first half. Down the other end, Levy puts it up and in for Pittsfield. This is Barron now, and Luke's going to be fouled outside. The Raiders will inbound it here with 6:19 left. First half of play from Pittsfield, Mass. It's 31-20. The Raiders are down here. This is Severson now into Barron. Barron to Sin. Sin back to Severson. Mike outside, flips it across to Barron now. Luke down in the corner to Anagnos. Back to Barron. Barron ahead to Berquist to Severson in the corner. It's good. Severson with the jumper, and it's 31-22 now. They come down the other end. It's Levy for Pittsfield now out front. Gets it into Ladley. Ladley now brings it back out the top of the key. Gets it into Blanchard. Blanchard give and go. Pretty play by Pittsfield. Connor puts it in for Pittsfield. Then it's the give and go works for them, and it's 33-22 with 5:27 left. Here's Sin, drives in the lane, up off the glass and in. Jeff Sin for the Raiders, and it's 33-24 with 5:20 left, first half of play. And we got a blocking foul out going into the lane there. That's going to be called against Luke Barron, I believe, for the Raiders. So that's going to send Levy. No, it's going to give the Generals a ball out of bounds. Okay, this is Levy gets it into Bashira with the shot. It's no good. The rebound is picked up by Sin. He gets it ahead to Barron. Back to Sin for 3 points. Good. Jeff Sin with a three-pointer, and it's 33-27 now. Back the other end now. This is Bashira from outside. No good. The rebound. Oh, Blanchard. He misses it. Luke Barron got a piece of the ball going up, and the Raiders get it back. This is Barron from outside. He puts it up off the rim. No good. Back we go the other way now. This is Blanchard down the other end off the glass. No good. They missed a couple of easy ones here. And Severson brings it back for the Raiders. So the Raiders get a break. This is Sin from three-point land. Jeff puts it off the back of the rim. No good. Scramble for the ball. Barron picks it up, goes to the foul line, sinks it. Luke Barron from the foul line is 33-29, and the Raiders are crawling back in this one here with 4:08 left. Loses the handle. Levy couldn't hang on to it. Sin picks it up, drives down, puts it off the glass. No good. The rebound taken down by Blanchard. Blanchard ahead to Connor now. Connor dribbles up for Pittsfield. And it'll be a timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout. Okay, back here in Pittsfield, Massachusetts on the campus of Pittsfield High School. And the score here with 3:50 left in the first half is 33-29. The Generals on top of the Rutland High Red Raiders. Pittsfield had a 11-point lead at one time. The Raiders have climbed back into this one here and have been helped with some missed shots there by the Generals on some fast breaks. This is Connor out the top of the key now. Connor, well, he wanted to go to Levy, takes the ball himself, drives in, and he's in the lane, and there's a knocked out of bounds by Severson. So the Generals will put it in play here with 3:32 left first half. Levy will inbound it for the Generals. And he wanted to go outside. That's going to be a backcourt. No, it wasn't touched. That's right. Wasn't touched, so they retrieve it. And it's picked up outside into Bashira. He's hot from there, and he gets it again. This kid can hit the three-pointers, and it's 36-29 now. This is Jeff Sin for the Raiders. Brings it back. Jimmy Anagnos from outside. It's good. Anagnos with the bucket for the Raiders, and it's 36-31. So the Raiders down by 5 with 3:02 left in the first half of play here from Pittsfield, Mass. This is Connor now over in the corner, and there's Bashira from outside. That one goes off the rim, and it's pulled down by Sin. He lays it ahead there to Barron, into Anagnos, to St. Peter in the lane, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. The Raiders will inbound it here with 2:42 left, first half of play. Severson now. And he gets it to Barron. Barron outside to Sin. There's Barron from out. So he took the shot from the corner, went off the rim, and the Raiders regain the control of the ball. And Agnes now working the boards, puts up the shot. No good. Rebound. Barron underneath, and it's off the rim. But Luke's going to go to the charity stripe here with 2:24 left. (36-31), the Raiders down by 5. Barron at the foul line to shoot 2. Shot is in and out by Barron, and Luke will get the second one now. And the second shot by Barron gets the bounce, and it drops through, so it's 36-32. The Raiders down by 4 with 2:20 left in the first half. This is Levy for Pittsfield now. Gets it to Connor. Connor drives in, stops. Gets it to Beshara. Beshara now to Tora. Tora outside, guarded by Sin. Drives in, gives it to Connor. Connor from outside off the rim. Rebound, Severson. Big rebound by Severson for the Raiders. Ahead to Sin. Jeff, jumper from outside, no good. Rebound, and there's a scramble for. It's going to be off the Raiders, so it'll be a Pittsfield ball out of bounds with 1:47 left. 36-32. Pittsfield out in front in this one here. This is Levy for Pittsfield now. Drives up, and he gives it ahead to Bashira from outside. He's gone cold now. He hit some three-pointers earlier, but can't find the range. This is Barron to Anagnos off the glass and in. Pretty play by the Raiders. Jimmy Anagnos gets the bucket, and it's 36-34 with 1:23 left in the first half. Back down the other end now. This is Levy ahead to Connor. Connor drives the base. It's stripped away by Jeff Sin. And it's stolen by Connor, but he's on the end line out there, so it's going to be a Raider ball. Severson will inbound it for the Raiders with 1:10 left. It's 36-34. This is Barron ahead to Severson. Severson ahead to Barron. Picked up by Anagnos. Anagnos now to Barron. Barron bounce pass to St. Peter. And they're going to get Stewart for steps going in the lane there. So it's going to be a general ball with 58 seconds left. (36-34). The Raiders down here with less than a minute left in the first half of play from Pittsfield, Mass. Looks like the Generals will hold for one shot here. This is Bashara back to Levy. And Levy now gets it into Riley. Riley goes, that was dangerous pass going back that way, but it's Connor with the ball now. Connor at the top of the key wants to, now he's looking for help. Now he gets it to Tora, back to Levy. Now it's back to Riley, back to Connor. Connor controlling out front. 16 seconds now and a half. Ball tipped away by Barron. And they're going to get Luke for a foul there with 12 seconds left. And the Generals will inbound it here with 12.6 seconds left. 36-34. Pittsfield out in front. First half of play. This is Tora now. Brings it up to the timeline. Top of the key, guarded by Bliss. We've got Bliss, St. Peter, Anderson, Penny, and Severson. Basket's good. And that'll do it for the first half of play from Pittsfield, Mass. It's the Pittsfield High Generals 38 and the Rutland High Red Raiders 34. Hey, back here in Pittsfield, Mass on the campus of Pittsfield High School tonight for a game between the Rutland High Red Raiders and the Pittsfield Generals. Generals with a 38-34 lead here to start the second half of play. Raiders got behind in the first half and were able to make up some ground and find themselves down by 4 here to start the second half of play. Now the Raiders inbound it. It's Jimmy Anagnos and the St. Peter now. Stuart St. Peter drives the base, dishes it back outside to Penny now to Severson. Severson gets inside to Anagnos, back outside to Penny. Brian jumps to the foul line, now to Severson. Mike drives the lane and the basket's good. Mike Severson, and that's a good way to get the Raiders started here to open this second half. He gets the bucket and he's got a chance for a 3-point play here. 38-36, the Raiders down by a bucket here with 15-37 here in Massachusetts high school basketball. They play 2 halves, similar to college ball. So it's Severson with a 3-point play, and it's 38-37. Yeah, this is Tora now, and he loses it. Now he gets it back, and Tora gets it ahead. Yeah, we got steps. Good steps, and Bashera there dragged the old pivot foot, and the Raiders will take over. 38-37, the Raiders down by 1. Severson here looking for help, gets to Anagnos now. Jimmy brings up a little bit there, gets it back to Severson. Now Mike dribbles around, gets it in to Jimmy Anagnos underneath the basket by himself, but it goes off the rim, and the rebound is taken down by Tora. And he gets it ahead to Bashera, who was hot in the first half of the 3-pointers there. This is Connor now with the ball outside. Connor gets it into Levy. Levy now dribbles outside, top of the key, looking for help, and he gets it to Connor. Now to Bashera. Bashera back to Tora to Levy, and he goes inside to Connor, and he's tied up. And the possession arrow goes back to Pittsfield, so they'll inbound underneath the basket. Official taking some time to move the cheerleaders back, and now they'll inbound the ball here with 14:43 left. 38-37, the Generals on top of the Raiders. This is Levy now, drives into the lane, dishes it to Blanchard. He puts it up, no good. The rebound is Riley there, back the other way. And Severson's going to be fouled by number 25. That's Bashera. So Bashera picks up the foul, and the Raiders will inbound with Sin, Severson, St. Peter, Anagnos, and Penny into the ball game now for Rutland. Outside to Penny. Penny over to Sin now. Jeff gets it into St. Peter. Stewart with the jumper from outside off the rim, no good. The rebound is run down by Penny. Gets it to Anagnos, to Jeff Sin outside. Now to Penny. Brian from outside. Good. 3-pointer by Brian Penny, and it puts the Raiders up 40-38 now with 14:10 left in the second half of play here from Pittsfield. Tor outside, and he drives into the foul line. Now to Bashera. Bashera, a little spin move. Shot outside, in and out. Rebound is blocked by St. Peter. Riley tried to go up with the shot. St. Peter knocked it away, and it's out of bounds. So it'll be a Pittsfield ball. They'll inbound it with Levy throwing it in here. Gets it into Bashera. Bashera guarded by Severson now. Outside to Tora, guarded by Sin. Tora to Bashera, drives the lane, puts up the one-hander, no good. Rebound and Anagnos. Jimmy gets it ahead to Jeff Sin now. Sin to Penny. Penny to St. Peter in the lane. And a blocking foul is called on Riley, I believe, for it's going to be on Levy, so Levy picks up the foul. And it's going to, well, they're going to take a timeout with the Raiders on top, 40-38. We'll be right back. Okay, back here at Pittsfield, Mass, on the campus of Pittsfield High School tonight for the ball game between the Rutland High Red Raiders and the Pittsfield Generals. The Raiders on top here, 40-38, with 13:33 left in the second half of play. The Raiders were down at the half, 38-34, and they were able to come back and take the lead in this one. St. Peter's going to go to the foul line now. Okay, Stewart will be shooting 2 for the Raiders. First shot by St. Peter is up and in, so it's 41-38 now. Rutland on top. Second shot by St. Peter is off the front of the rim. No good. Control by Levy. Levy brings it down for Pittsfield now. Drives in and see what the call is on that. Looks like they're going to have blocking foul going against the Raiders. Ball was against Severson for the Raiders. So the Generals will inbound it here, not yet in the bonus in the second half. The pass is picked off by Anagnos, and Jimmy drives in, puts up the one-hander. It's off the rim. The rebound taken by Tora. Races ahead to Levy. He puts it up, and it's off the rim down there. The rebound picked up by Penny to Severson. Severson now drives in, and he gets it back outside to Brian Penny from three-point land. It's good. Penny with the basket, and it's 44-38. Brian Penny comes to life with the three-pointers here in the second half to lead the Raiders. And they're up by 6 down the other end, and Bashera now sinks it from outside. It's 44-41 now. This is Sin working against Tora, having trouble now, and he's looking for help. And Penny comes up to the ball, Brian Penny, and unfortunately they couldn't get it across the timeline and within the 10 seconds, so they're going to turn it over. They're going to turn it back over to the Generals. Coming in the ball game is 32 there for Pittsfield. That's good now. He's in the ball game for Pittsfield. And number 17, or number 10, that's Tora. Tried to get it inside, tried to go to Bashera. And they're going to pick up a foul here with 12:32 left, second half of play. 44-40, the Raiders on top of the Generals here from Pittsfield, Mass. Hey, Levy here wants to, looking for help. He finally gets it in to Bashera. Bashera drives, gets it to Goodnow. Goodnow out to Bashera. Puts up the outside shot. It's no good, but they got a fall underneath. This is a push against Pittsfield, so it's going to be a Raider ball. The Raiders will inbound it. 12-24. The Raiders on top, 44-40. And we've got that much time left in the second half of play. This is Sin getting it from Penny. It's knocked away, picked up by Blanchard. Now he gets it ahead to Tora. Tora looking outside, gets it to Levy. Levy now out front there, guarded by Penny for the Raiders. Levy drives, dishes it to Tora. Tora dishes it back out to Goodnow. Now it's back to Levy into the lane. One-hander's good. Levy with the bucket for Pittsfield, and it's 44-42. The Raiders ahead by a basket here with 11:46 left in the second half of play. St. Peter with the jumper's good. 46-42. The Raiders back by 4 now, and it's 11:38 left. Second half of play from Pittsfield, Mass. All right, Levy holds it out front. Now he drives into the lane and gets it to Goodnow. Goodnow sets it up from three-point land. Off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Severson. Ahead to Anagnos. And Jimmy works it across to Jeff Sin outside the top of the key. Back to Severson, inside to Anagnos. Turnaround jumper is off the rim and no good. The rebound Tipped away, saved by Penny. And now it's picked up by Goodnow for Pittsfield. Ahead to Bashira. He drives down behind the back and gets it to Levy from outside. Throws up a... And Pittsfield worked the ball back inside. There's a foul down at that end. And that foul is going to go against number 10. That's Tora. Tora gets the foul for Pittsfield. And the Raiders will inbound it. This is Penny now. Penny ahead to St. Peter. St. Peter ahead to Jeff Sin. Sin from outside. The shot's good. 48-42. The Raiders by 6 here, and the action's heating up from Pittsfield, Mass. 10:35 now. Second half of play. The Raiders by 6. And Bashira drives into the lane, rebounds Sin. Sin pulls it away, gets it ahead to Penny. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. Levy will put it in play. Levy now gets it into Tora outside. Tora now guarded by Sin out the top of the key. Gets it ahead to Connor now. Connor over to Levy. Levy from outside off the rim. The rebound. And we've got a foul underneath. It's going to go against Blanchard for Pittsfield. So the Raiders will inbound it here with 10:07 left in the second half of play. 48-42, the Raiders up by 6. The Raiders going with St. Peter, Anagnos, Luke Barron back into the ball game, Jeff Sin, and Mike Severson. This is Severson now, bringing it up for the Raiders. Stops. And they're going to get Mike for traveling. That'll turn the ball over to the Generals, and they'll get the ball underneath their own basket. They'll put it in play there with 10:01 left, second half of play. The Raiders up by 6. This is Tora from outside, guarded by Sin, drives into the baseline, and kind of little pass there to Blanchard. He couldn't put it up, and it's the Raiders down the other end now. This is Sin. And to Barron, to St. Peter. Good. Stuart St. Peter with a little jumper, and he's been hitting that most of the night. It's 50-42. Raiders up by 8 now. 9:34 left in the second half of play. This is Bashira from outside. He's got it. Three-pointer by Bashira. And the kid's got the range. It's 50-45. Raiders by 5. Long court pass to Sin. Jeff sets it up just inside the three-point line. It's off the rim. Anagnos puts up the rebound. No good. St. Peter and Stuart St. Peter with the bucket. Tenacious board work by the Raiders underneath there, and it's 52-45. The Raiders out in front here with 8:58 left. Hey, this is Tora now. Out the top of the key, guarded by Sin. He gets it into Blanchard. Stolen away. Here's picked off by Barron. Nice pass to St. Peter, but he misses it. And Stewart's on the inline coming back in, so it'll be Pittsfield ball here with 8:40 left. Molina now comes into the ball game for Pittsfield, and Connor's going to get a rest here. This is Levy, gets it up. No, Connor's still in there. Connor, Bashira, Levy, Molina, and Tora. There's a shot from outside, bounces off the rim, rebound taken by Anagnos. Ahead to Severson. Mike holds it up now, brings it back outside. Now he takes the jumper from outside, and it's up off the rim. It's knocked out. It's going to be a Raider, or it's going to be a Pittsfield ball out of bounds. Okay, this is Ladley now. He's into the ball game for Pittsfield, number 3. The Raiders going with Barron, Severson, Anagnos, and St. Peter now with 8:04 left. Second half of play here from Pittsfield, Mass. It's 52-45. The Raiders on top. Levy puts it up off the rim. Rebound is tipped away by St. Peter. Tora drives in. St. Peter with the rebound again. Gets it ahead to Barron. Barron drives in, off the glass and in. Luke Barron with the bucket for the Raiders, and it's 52-47. 54-47. This is Connor, no good. The rebound is taken by Severson. And that's knocked away, picked up by Tora. Tora to Connor. Connor drives in, puts it up the shot. And Severson picks up the fall for the Raiders. (54-45). The Raiders on top with 7:27 left in the second half of play. Bliss is in now for the Raiders. Raiders going with Bliss, St. Peter, Barron, Sin, and Anagnos. And the shot is up and in there. The foul shot by Connor, so the first shot's good. He's got another one coming here with .727 left in the second half of play. The Raiders up 54-47 now. So Connor hits them both. Bounce pass to Anagnos, to Sin now. Jeff brings it in over the timeline, gets it to Bliss. Bliss into the lane for Anagnos. Jimmy's shot is blocked, and it's picked up by Molina. He gets it ahead to Connor. Connor shoots the jumper, and it's off the back of the rim, picked up by Barron. Barron drives. Now brings it out back outside. Shot into, pass into St. Peter's. No, shot is up and no good. The rebound taken down by Levy. Good no. This is Connor, spins, and the shot's no good, but he's fouled on the play. That'll send Connor back to the foul line here with 6:53 left, second half of play. It's 54-47. The Raiders on top of the Pittsfield High Generals. Connor's shot is good. (54-48). And Connor's second shot is up and in, so he gets them both. And it's 54-49 now. The Raiders on top. This is Barron to Sin, to Anagnos, to Bliss into the lane, up off the glass and in. Brent Bliss with the Raider basket, and it's 56-49. Timeout called by Pittsfield. We'll take a timeout. Hey, back here in Pittsfield, Mass. We're on the campus of Pittsfield High School tonight, where the Rutland High Red Raiders find themselves out in front here at this point, 56-49. We've got 6:38 left in the second half of play. The Raiders going with Sin, Anderson, Barron, Bliss, and Anagnos. This is Molina now for Pittsfield. Out to Connor at the top of the key, guarded by Sin. Connor gets it into Beshara, back to Connor, puts it up. Oh! Blocked there by blocked by Anderson underneath the basket, so it'll be a Pittsfield ball here. And they'll inbound it. This is Connor. Shot is up and in, three-pointer. Ladley gets the three-pointer. Anagnos gets the bucket down the other end for the Raiders. 58-52. Trading baskets right now. This now there's the Barron on the loose ball there, but they get it back. This is Beshara, needs some help. He gets it to Ladley. Ladley now out the top of the key, dribbles around. Gets it to Molina. He puts up the jumper, and it's good. Well, Molina with the jumper for Pittsfield. It's 58-54 now with 5:40 left in the second half of play. This is Anagnos, drives the lane, puts up the shot. He's blocked, but we got a foul on Brent Bliss. And that's going to send... Pittsfield will inbound it here with 5:31 left. This is Levy for Pittsfield now. Drives up over the timeline, the top of the key, wants to set something up. Now he gets it to Tora. Tora back into the ball game for the Generals. Being hounded by Bliss out on that side. And there you go. Good defense by Brent Bliss of the Raiders, and that turns the ball over. That'll give the Raiders the ball with 5:16 left. (58-54), the Raiders by 4. All right, Bliss looking for help, and he's got Anagnos, but it's knocked out of bounds. And the Raiders will inbound along that sideline now. This is Bliss, calls the play. There's looking for help. He's got St. Peter now. Stewart dribbles up. Stops, and he goes into Barron. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Raiders. So Rutland will inbound it here with 5:08 left. Second half of play. The Raiders up by 4, 58-54. This is Bliss to Sin. Oh, Jeff Sin threw it in the middle there. Nobody there but Levy for Pittsfield. He gets it ahead to Tora. Tora's having trouble underneath. He gets it to Ladley. Back out to Bashera. To Levy. Levy drives in, and he's going to be fouled out in front there by Jimmy Anagnos. So the Generals will inbound it here with 4:50 left, second half of play. The Raiders up by 4. This is Bashera, the one-hander. It's good in the lane. Bashera gets the bucket for the Generals, and it's 58-56. Barron down the other end. Gets it to Anagnos now. Anagnos. Jimmy looks inside to St. Peter. He goes to the bucket. No good. The rebound. Puts up the good. Rebound good by St. Peter. And it's 60-56. The Raiders staying on top here with 4:20 left. We got a barn burner here in Pittsfield, Mass tonight. This is Bashera now. He loses it to Anagnos, to head to Barron. Barron drives in, and he's going to be fouled on the play. Ball's going to go against Levy. So that'll send, let's see here, Luke Barron will go to the line for the Raiders with 4:09 left. The Raiders up by 4 with 4:09 left here at Pittsfield, Mass. This is Barron now at the line for Rutland. And the first shot by Luke is up and in. 61-56 Rutland. Second shot coming here by Luke Barron. And it's up and it's good. So Barron gets them both. It's 62-46. Raiders on top with 4:06 left. This is Ladley for Pittsfield. Falls down and he gets rid of the ball to Connor. Connor outside to Levy. Levy drives in and we got a hold out in front. Got a foul against Jeff Sin for the Raiders on the holding call, so it'll be a Okay, so Levy will go to the line here with 3:54 left, second half of play. It's 62-56. Levy will be at the line here, shooting 1-1. The shot is up and in. He's got another one coming then. 62-57. The Raiders. Okay, Levy's second shot is up and it's good also. 62-58. 3:52 left, second half. Barron comes up for the Raiders. Gets it ahead to Severson now. Severson going into an Agnes. Turnaround jumper, no good. The rebound. St. Peter puts it up off the rim and in. Stuart St. Peter with the bucket. It's 64-58. 3:33 left, second half of play. This is Connor now. Shoots from outside, no good. The rebound, Barron. Luke brings it up over the timeline now. Gets it ahead to Jeff Sin. Sin back to Barron. The Raiders slowing it up here a little bit with 3:16 left in the second half. 64-58 the Raiders. There's a steal by Ladley. He gets it ahead to Levy. Levy drives in and puts up the one-hander. No good. Rebound, St. Peter tapped it around. It's picked up by Severson. And Mike's going to be fouled in the backcourt there by Tora for Pittsfield. 3 minutes on the clock with the Raiders up 64-58. So that'll send Mike Severson to the line for the Raiders to shoot a 1-1. Both teams in the bonus situation now. And Mike's first one goes in, so he's got another one coming here. 65-58, the Raiders on top. Second shot is up and no good by Severson. Tipped around, picked up by Penny. And Brian Penny off the glass and in. 67-58, the Raiders open it up now with 2:48 left, second half of play. This is Levy now. Levy drives into the lane, puts up the one-hander, and it's good. Levy gets the basket, 67-60. The Raiders by 7 with 2:32 left, second half. This is Barron ahead to Penny. Penny outside, now to Sin. Jeff gets it over to Severson now. Severson back to Barron. Barron holds it. 2:17 left, second half here. This is Penny. Penny back to Barron now. Barron to Severson. Severson being dogged out there by Beshara. Inside to Anagnos. Anagnos had a clear hole there to go to the hoop, and Jimmy just said, what the heck, we'll toss it back and forth here for a while and see what happens. And finally, Raiders in the driver's seat actually, because the Generals have to come out and fall now. The Raiders with a 7-point lead. And with 1:55 left, that'll put Luke Barron on the line for the Raiders. And he's going to have a 1-1 here with a 7-point lead. And Luke's shot is up and in. He's got another one coming. 68-60. The Raiders up by 8 now with 1:55 left. Second shot by Barron's off the rim. It bounces around, picked up. Now it's stolen away by Barron to Penny. Jeff Sin now with one. And there you go. There's a foul by Levy out in front on Jeff Sin. So that'll send. That'll put Jeff Sin on the foul line with 1:47 left. The Raiders up by 8 here, 68-60. And the shot by Sin is no good off the rim, taken by Tora. Tried to get ahead to Ladley, but Barron knocks it out of bounds. The Generals will inbound it here with 1:43 left. This is Tora, drives in, puts it up off the glass and in, and the Generals are back to within 6 here with 1:34 left. Jeff Sin looking for help, picked up by Tora, knocked out of bounds by Barron, and it'll be a Pittsfield ball, 1:28 left. And the Raiders will take a timeout, and we'll take one also. We'll be right back. Okay, back at Pittsfield, Mass, on the campus of Pittsfield High School this evening, where we've got the Raiders of Rutland High 68 and the Pittsfield High Generals 62. Got 1 minute and 28 seconds left in the contest. Raiders going with Brian Penny, Jimmy Anagnos, Luke Barron, Mike Severson, and Jeff Sin. Yeah, the way the Pittsfield Generals have been shooting the three-pointers, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them throw up a couple here with about a minute and a half left. So down by 6. This is Connor. Now he wants to drive into the lane. He's going to be fouled out in front. That'll put Connor on the foul line with 1:19 left, 68-62. Brian Penny will be going out for the Raiders, and Stuart St. Peter coming in now. This is Connor for Pittsfield. He gets shot is up and no good off the rim. St. Peter gets the rebound, and St. Peter's chopped from behind here. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a Pittsfield ball inbounded there underneath their own basket. This is Levy, gets it out on the top there to Bashera. That one goes off the rim, but Levy puts up the rebound, and it's 68-64. Here's Barron down the other end, and the ball goes out of bounds. Levy can't save it for Pittsfield, so it'll be a Raider ball. .107 left, 68-64. This is Severson now for the Raiders. He'll inbound it here. Gets it into Anagnos, off the glass and in. Jimmy Anagnos with a big basket. Puts the Raiders up by 6 with 1 minute left in the second half. This is Connor. Connor gets the basket for Pittsfield, and he's fouled on the play. 70-66 with 55.8 seconds left. So Connor has a chance to make a three-point play. 70-66, the Raiders on top, 55.8 seconds left, and here's Connor at the foul line. And the shot is up and in. So it's a three-point play for Connor, 70-67. Here comes Severson for the Raiders, ahead to Sin. And Jeff Sin's fouled outside by Levy. That's going to put Sin on the foul line with 47.7 seconds left. And Jeff Sin will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1 here. Raiders up by 3, and I'm sure they would like to have these foul shots right here by Sin. Shot is up and no good. And here comes Connor now for Pittsfield. And all of a sudden, it's a brand new ball game. There's Connor, drives it in and lays it up and in. 70-69. And with 35.6 seconds left, this one isn't over yet. We've got Severson. Inbounds it for the Raiders. He calls timeout. We'll take a short break and be right back. Okay, back here at Pittsfield High, we're going to set the scenario. The Raiders with a 70-69 lead here with 35.6 seconds. The Raiders will inbound it. They've got Severson, St. Peter, Anagnos, Barron, and Sin. All right, this is Severson now. He'll inbound it for the Raiders. Raiders up by 1 here with 35 seconds left. Looking for help. He gets it to Anagnos, to Sin. Jeff Sin gets it to Severson. Back to Sin now. Sin dribbles up, and Jeff's going to be fouled with 25.4 seconds left. That'll send Jeff Sin to the line. Connor gets the foul for Pittsfield, and that'll put Sin on the line. Well, Sin had a 1-and-1 previous to this. He missed the front end. The Raiders were up by 3 points at that juncture, and Pittsfield came back to pull within 1 now. All right, Jeff Sin sinks the first one, and I'll tell you, that's a big basket right there, 71-69 with 25.4 seconds left. Here's Jeff's second shot, and it's good. Sin hits them both. Talk about pressure free throws, 72-69, the Raiders. This is Ladley from outside. It bounces, no good. We got a whistle though, hit the top of the backboard. So it'll be a Raider ball out of bounds with 19.2 seconds left. The Raiders on top, 72-69, on the strength of Jeff Sin's 2 foul shots at the other end. Well, let's see now. It inbounded to Barron, to Severson. Severson back to Barron, to Anagnos. Here comes Jimmy now into the forecourt, and he fouls him. Connor fouls Anagnos. And with 11.9 seconds, this should just about do it for the Raiders here. Jimmy Anagnos on the foul line. This one's been a well-played ball game tonight, kind of a seat squirmer here, especially in the second half. The Raiders got down early, fought their way back in the first half, and then made a ball game out of it in the second half. And were able to control the tempo basically in the second half of the ball game. This is Anagnos, and Jimmy sinks it. Okay, Coach Thompson pulls his players off the line. Anagnos with the second foul shot here with 11.9 seconds left. 73-69 the Raiders. Anagnos' shot is up and in. Jimmy Anagnos sinks them both, so between Anagnos and Sin, they've pretty much wrapped up this shot. There's a three-pointer by Ladley. Ladley gets the three-pointer to make it 74-72. And hold the phone here. This one ain't over yet. 6.4 seconds left. All right, back here at Pittsfield, Mass, the campus of Pittsfield High School this evening. We've got a barn burner. The Raiders 74 and the Generals of Pittsfield 72. Rutland High Red Raiders now with 6.4 seconds. And Mike Severson will inbound it. And hold the phone here. The buzzer goes off, and okay, we'll try it again. Inadvertent buzzer, so we're looking at 6.4 seconds. 74-72, and I'm sure the Generals will fall as soon as the Raiders inbound it here. Severson gets it to Anagnos, and he's slapped on the hand, so that'll send Jimmy Anagnos. And unfortunately for Pittsfield, Anagnos here came down, sank the 2 free throws previous to this, rather calm and coolly. And let's see what happens here. The Raiders up by 74-72 with 5.3 seconds left. The Pittsfield coaches going over the last, basically this is it, last second instruction with 5.3 left. It's 74-72. The Raiders find themselves on top, and Jimmy Anagnos finds himself at the foul line. Some pressure free throws for the Raiders by Sin and Anagnos have kept them in the ball game, and then a clutch three-pointer by Ladley of Pittsfield has added some pressure here. So Jimmy Anagnos sinks the first one. Well, I tell you, calm and cool he is. He steps up and sinks the first one, and Jim will get the second one. There's the second shot, it's up and in. So Anagnos sinks them both, puts the Raiders up by 4 points with 4 seconds left. And Brasher sinks the three-pointer at the buzzer. A little bit too little, too late. And I believe that's, well, let's see now. We're not sure if that ends it or whether there's some time left on the clock. A little bit of discussion here at the table. That's it, ball game's over. The final score, the Rutland High Red Raiders 76 and Pittsfield High General 75. It was some ball game. We'll see you on down the road. We've got Brattleboro coming up next.